Then again, I know everyone for fashion.
I take it he is the one who owns this hideout.
Own in what sense? Legally, it's technically under my name.
Where does he live?
He lives here.
Oh.
And if you're technically dead, what happens then?
Crown probably gets it back. Colonial Company. Something like that. Depends what the guard say, I suppose.
Well, they don't need to find out that you're dead quite yet, do they? At least for the next 12 hours. It's got to come back at some point, right?
How do you feel about the transfer of ownership?
Depends on what I get out of it then, huh? Let's talk about that later, huh? If you really want to kill my former boss, you don't gotta wait 12 hours. You don't gotta wait 8. I don't know where he is right now, but at this point, Amelia, Dragonfly, however you want to call her, her form being shifting, she like pushes, like sort of struggles against the rope, looks around like a caged animal from behind her mask, like eyes darting all around. Sees Heaton. Morning. She uses her hands to push herself up. Like, sort of groaning and snarling under all the while. As I was saying. You can catch him at the show tonight at the Bard's Theater. He's probably in it for a laugh. If all those posters around town are to be believed, shows at sundown.
Yes.
How do we know you're not just leading us on some random goose chase to give your boss time to get away?
Well, that would certainly be my prerogative if I were still loyal to him, but we made a deal. So I'm going on it.
Do I believe him this
you
time?
weren't here. Roll inside.
Me, okay.
Well, no, him. Daniel.
Oh, him. Damn it.
Seems unsolvable. You get like as you keep like sort of peering at him, sort of trying to figure out what makes him tick. You get the feeling that he's very like apathetic, very banal.
Yeah, I am willing to take him on his word on this.
Who does those to?
The group.
Okay. I'll trust you.
Ecker is like over at the doorway. Or so we crush middleman.
Hey, someone who speaks my language.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time at all. You can try. Trust me,
That's
I've
good.
asked plenty of people.
If you crush this man, he will uncrush.
I crush him good.
Then he will uncrush again.
Then I keep crushing him.
That doesn't sound negative to me. Think about it.
Shrugs. When you get this, we'll talk. It's affliction.
Edgar is similar to you.
I'm not done small.
No. I go over to him and look around. Does he have any like symbol on him?
Oh, like a holy symbol? You pat him down. Nothing. Whoa. Take me out to dinner first, at least. Naya, like, pinches the bridge of her mask. Brother always did say you didn't have a sense of humor.
This reminds me. I gather their weapons and put them in the bag of holding.
Yeah, you don't find any holy symbol on them. Something you're looking for there?
Oh, what I am looking for.
You didn't say anything.
Well, Nadia, what is your take on this?
She answers quite simply. I say we just put a bow in all their heads and then we get out of here and find the dervish.
To the hammer, every solution is a nail.
You know, the last time you tried saving someone's life, they end up pinned to a wall. She says, looking down where we go.
And if we had not, we probably could not have tracked them back here to have found her.
Well, I would, to be fair, Orist could have found a different way to track them down.
Possibly.
So these symbols here. Oh. Yeah.
Well, how about this? Hidden. What if you were to, say, walk out of this place, and Amelia here, she too could walk out of this place? In exchange, a transfer of ownership of this said place could be arranged.
And if that were the case, where would I stay?
I do not know.
Don't really give a shit.
Ah. There's that self-interest that everyone in the world is so fond of. Then seems we're at an impasse then. I sort of like having a place to live. And in technicality, we all live here, so... Not that I think. He looks over at Amelia, who's like, again, just staring you guys down. Not that I think she minds. Yeah. You okay there, Amelia? She doesn't look at him. She just keeps looking, eyes darting between all of you. Quite pissed. Irate at the very least.
I do not think you understand the situation. This case scenario, you rot in a cell for many years.
So, he looks across all of you. That's funny. I didn't realize you guys were part of the City Watch.
We could always toss him into a mirror.
Maybe, but his sister, he points to their cousin, happens to have a lot of sway with them.
Varric leans up, like takes a step back at this.
How do you think they handle traitors here?
Tie a bunch of stones to his feet and toss him in the ocean.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's a classic way. many. I've tried. Trust me. I've had access to one. Sometimes it just make me more pissed.
Well, we do know a heretic with a certain skill set. Perhaps he could undo whatever ails you.
I've known many heretics in my time. I'm still here, aren't I?
Curiosity.
That's a good point. This is... Varric pipes up. Technically out of our jurisdiction. So, Abigail says as she scoots past Acker. So, love. He holds his hand up placatingly. This is on you guys. I'm not straining my already strained relationship with my cousin trying to call in government favors.
Well,
Varric scratches the back of his plate helmet.
I think it's a good idea.
They just kidnapped me for God knows how long.
It's nothing
Well-
personal.
Would you have done for money wise?
Not now.
Again, there's that self-interest.
Oh, shut
it
up.
occurs to me that since this man is unable to die, we will have to find a way to coexist going forward in some form or other.
Yeah. You keep dropping Marcone's name. I'm assuming he's the one that told you where we were.
He did no such thing.
Hmm. Interesting. Also true. Ringo's first like twitching on the wall over there.
Well, it was Ringo's face that we tracked. Well, technically your face, Amelia, that we tracked here.
She snarls.
Aiden, what would you like to happen?
Oh. I sort of want a place to live. I'd say I sort of want to live, but yeah, that's already a guarantee, so I'm not worried about that. I want her to live and have similar capacity. And I don't particularly care what I gotta do in order to do it, so long as it's relatively fair in the dealing. Meaning I'm not getting, I gotta say, ineffectively strong-armed into giving up something that is legally mine.
Legally, you are a kidnapper and a potential murderer.
Very true.
Tanko, I didn't do any kidnapping. I just live here.
Well,
In
putting this
technicality, you guys trespass onto my property coming down here, so...
To rescue me, who you're holding against my will, might we quickly
I didn't do
pop
that.
in there? You knew I was there. That's bad enough.
Putting all of these things
Yeah.
aside, I think we can
Yeah.
all agree that the person at fault is pinned to that wall.
I disagree. But I think to help us figure out what greater evil is at play here, and maybe he can find redemption.
Redemption is I don't give a flying damn about redemption. She goes, swats down next to Eden. Where's my brother? I already told you where he is. I think you're holding back. He looks at the rest of you. She's not really good at telling truths, is she?
I think vengeance clouds the mind.
My mind's just fine. Especially when it's this close.
I think it is the guns. They seem to do things to your mind.
Magic guns doing stuff to your mind. Yeah, maybe you are like our boss. She pistol whips him. Chunking off a part of it, like what's left of his plate helmet.
Ew.
That's a hell of a right hook. She stands up. What about you? You've been awfully quiet, he says over at Amelia. Why am I still alive? Isn't that the winning question? She looks at him. She looks at him. He shrugs. Do not last.
We're alive because I chose not to kill you.
But why? Why did you not kill me?
Do you not know what the 8 is?
No. She rolls her eyes. I stabbed you in the back. I lied to your face. Why still?
If there's a chance for you to be better.
Like, becomes even more wary at that. Leans back. You would let me live.
Yes,
Unknown liar. A person that has stabbed you in the back.
yes.
Well, here is the thing. A person that you know is a liar, you can always trust to lie. A person who you think tells the truth, you can never trust if they are lying or they are telling the truth. With you, we know exactly where you stand.
What if I come after you?
Then we
In
kill
town?
you.
Your actions do not change mine.
Here's a little confusion. Do what you will.
Personally, I bear you no grudge. My feelings towards that man over there, not the same. But you and him, I pointed Eden. I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. Perhaps, given the circumstances, we can find some form of a mutual benefit.
Oh, Jesus.
There is no such thing.
Then let's invent it.
Yet it is right in front of your face.
You condemned me to a slow death. Unbind me. So I might find it myself. On my terms. He leans over and whispers something to her. Yeah, roll perception. The thing he whispers to her is, Amelia, we were on the losing side. Nothing more, nothing less. How about this? Seeing as we're not getting anywhere right now. I stay owner of this place, and before you start shooting me down, perhaps literally, he looks at Naya as he says that. I offer you the services of our establishment. Seeing as how someone's going to die by sundown today. And I don't think I'm in either of the good graces of your line, he says, looking at Nadia. The place is basically mine now. So, I don't really like cigars myself, personally. Too stuffy.
Just
basically. I keep having a place to stay. You guys, as long as it's within reason, can decide what the place becomes. I'm not running brothels because that's just a line of complication. I don't do drug dens because that's a similar line of annoyance. Stuff like that.
I just get really close. Look him dead in the eyes. Like, on any honor that you have left, you can help us find out what's ever out there causing these problems.
What sort of problems?
Scornkin, whatever is out there.
Scornkin are always Scornkin. Trust me. Killed plenty of them myself during the Night of Tempest.
But you said you knew more.
If I knew more, then I would tell you. If you want to know more, sounds like you're asking me to sign on to be an expeditionary.
I'm not tripping, right? This guy straight up said he knew more, right?
No.
I'm
He
pretty
knows
sure,
more
like,
a dervish, but not like the Scornkin. These are two different fields of heresy, you might say. Notes.
Yes, with flowers.
What? He looks at Amelia. She looks at him. She doesn't make any. She doesn't move any part of her body. She doesn't move her eyes, raise an eyebrow, do a thumbs up or anything. She just looks at him. Just look at each other for like a second. Neither of us have any fucking clue what we're talking about. You might.
Is there something I've missed?
Something we all missed, apparently.
I hate this.
How about you be so kind as to inform us as to what the hell you're talking about?
Take out a note and I show them the flower.
Pretty
See for
handwriting.
yourself.
Sounds like something you would write, Amelia. Yeah, no. How long have you been getting these?
A day?
A day. Well, considering how we didn't know about your guys' existence until Ringo ran down here a couple hours ago, definitely wasn't me or her. Oh, hey, that's something you guys got on the dervish. Our boss doesn't know you guys are looking for him.
Oh.
Good old
He does not.
Ringo over there wanted to solve the problems himself. He roped us
Look
into
how
it.
that turned out.
I know, right? What an idiot.
Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm laughing with you.
I
No.
thought occurs to me.
It's because we all hate Ringo, that's why. Yep.
It is just as lost as you. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not so sure about that. Even as lost as I am, I at least am choosing to walk a different path. He's just straight up. He couldn't find his head up his ass if he had a map, a compass, and a guide.
Is he the
I
one
can
that
provide
punched
all
the
those
wall?
things.
Is he the
He
one
tries
that's
to
come and
find those
punched the
things a
wall?
lot. That's why no one likes him.
On that note, here is a proposal for everyone gathered. The ownership of this establishment stays with you. You have your place to live, all this.
Honestly, I just want
As
the
for-
basement. That's actually all I want, so... Yeah. You guys can have the second floor.
What if you turn this place into a shop of, I don't know, curiosities? This is a crowded street, people buy things,
Like a
and
pawn
we
shop?
find things. Perhaps we find a lot of items in our expeditionary lifestyle, shall we say? Things that we might want to sell. But we are, as you know, expeditionaries without the means to actually sell them.
You get a look at that. You guys don't know anyone that could sell your crap. Then there you go. Keep going. Maybe there's a clause at the end of this. I'll change the situation. Keep going.
My thought is that you could run this place as you have. You could sell curiosities. And should we find things that we wish to sell, you could do it on our behalf for a minimal cut.
Okay. I still don't understand why you wouldn't just talk to one of your expeditionary people or whoever. Because, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if we start selling your stuff, I think a lot of other expeditionaries would probably try to hop on board for that too. But
Well,
the
that is
catch
the
would be
thing.
is that it would just be expeditionaries selling to expeditionaries, which I feel like you guys do anyways, so... You see where I'm getting here? Not a bad idea, I'm just wondering the logic of it, because I think it already happened. Sort of like sits up straight.
Well, there are other things as well. We can... I don't know. What do you guys, the rest of you, what do you want out of this?
Out of game, what do you guys want out of this? Amelia is a deceptive sort. If she's willing to work for you guys, which we'll say. Heaton has been around the block. No, not like that. But, you know... No. But yeah, like, he knows his way around the place. And, well, when you get intimidated by a guy you know lives and die, it's sort of, you know, all for some factors.
Yep.
Especially one you believe serves an unholy cause. Then, you know, it's just some layers, like an onion.
So I was thinking kind of like they can continue whatever operation they were doing,
Cigar
in
shop?
addition to, yeah, or expand their inventory to other things as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that if we found stuff out and about, for instance, or I don't know, made things like maps, jewelry, that we could have a place that could sell those for us, like a passive income. So pass it off, they sell it to someone else, and then they take a cut, and we get the rest.
Okay. Right, because yeah, I was gonna say Nimble, but Nimble doesn't want that sort of weird things. He wants a very different style, a league of weird things. That's why that is technically true. You could hire Arno. Keep in mind, this is a business. It's not limited to only 2 staffers, especially when those 2 staffers have questionable living standards. I mean, Arno has a fair amount of protection. He only exchanges in rings and other fancy odds and ends. Okay, he's talked to you about this. Fair enough. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking these two, because they might be willing to sell things that are outside of his comfort zone.
That's an option if you guys want to do that. You could consign them as expeditionaries, which is probably, I think you would agree, much more their field of expertise is killing shit. Amelia doesn't want to do anything, so no matter what you tell her, she doesn't want.
Actually, having these two in the city
He's a
is not
loser.
a bad option, because if the city is ever attacked again, they are, by virtue of their existence, a good line of defense.
Yeah, but so are them, Lena, Davis, any other expedition. The Royal.
Less than any port in a storm.
Any port in the storm, this is true. Again, there's no right. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's a matter of, this is like, imagine you're picking up an asset for the rest of the campaign. How you choose to acquire it, what you task them to do, will affect the rest of the campaign.
I like the idea of turning this into sort of like a pawn shop-ish type thing, because then we could ask them to keep a lookout for specific things that we might need, material components or otherwise.
That's usually her shtick.
Yeah.
I quite like that idea, actually.
I like it.
And
It sounds a bit less like you want this to be a pawn shop, and more over that they're acquisition agents
yeah,
to find things that you guys want. Get the fuck out of my server.
It's time for you to go.
Copyright. But yeah, they would.
maybe
They
this
would
is my Aldrich
basically
showing.
Maybe. But yeah, like they would basically become an acquisition agent. Like, the thing is, acquisition agents aren't like an unheard of thing. The Maestro's Academy has it. That's where they get rare components. Oswald and Gull probably have their own acquisition agents that go track shit down for them. So, yeah, like versus it's because you guys can already get that stuff by yourself by chance or by a counter or whatever. This is stuff that you guys wouldn't get your hands on. So stuff that's more, how to say,
Dangerous,
civilized.
volatile.
A bit more civilized.
Ah,
Not mundane necessarily, but the thing is, like, you aren't gonna find a proper, beautiful piece of artificery out in the jagged expanse. You might find scorn can magical relics like you got with the Cataphragm Coal Skull and stuff like that. You might find some random odds and ends from dead expeditionaries from before. Looking at you, Dead Squad, that went to fight Leo Scorncan. But when it comes to something that's really fancy and really out of the... It takes like an actual trained hand and tools, looking at you, Anastasia, and her like, that's something that you guys aren't just gonna randomly find. You're not gonna randomly find, oh, look at this artificery table that someone left behind, and oh, hey, look at all the gadgets they left. No, that stuff is good.
right. So to summarize, an acquisition agent that could also potentially sell stuff on our behalf.
They'd also be a distribution agent, yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
I don't,
Yeah.
and if they wanted to keep the whole building to themselves at that point, I don't mind that either. There's just more incentive for them to go along with the deal, I think. Yeah.
You're vague in your direction, but clear in what it is. Or clear in your objective, vague in the direction.
Yeah, it's important as well that we leave them a good avenue for profit, because that's a good motivator. Oh, you would be surprised.
You lay this out to them. Okay. I can agree to that. What about you? Silence from Amelia. She didn't snarl, and she didn't try to fight you, so I guess it's a yes.
Then allow me
One
to-
condition.
No.
Oh, more devils.
The deal. No, the people that utilize devils is the boss, and he looks at Ringo. Him. By the way, what are you guys gonna do with Ringo? Because,
Kill him.
if you guys let him live and you happen to leave me a blade, a knife, you know.
I will not kill him, nor will I be a part of killing him. But I do not speak for us all.
Is this the guy that put me inside the locket thing?
No, that'd be her.
Oh. Okay. Well, hello again then. Okay, so at the very least he deserves a good kick in the balls, right?
Yes.
Well, if I remember rightly, last time I got a crit, so let's go.
Out of the game, what do you do, Wrinkle?
I will abstain because Tandem. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just done. I'd like to maybe see if he knows anything more about the.
Eden can tell you Ringo doesn't know anything more than.
Oh,
in technicality, Ringo's of the same rank, if not a bit lesser. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then.
He's like the yes man. He's the stooge. He's not actually. He's the assistant to the regional manager. You know.
Okay.
You know, it's like the office. You know, he's technically higher than the rest of them, not by much. And then there's the people that actually have power.
Okay. Well, I think at the very least he deserves a good kick up the arse. So.
Yeah, they're pinned to the wall. So. You know,
Okay. Well, there we go. But he's the one that nicks the staff, right?
You're the one that was given the stuff. He acquired it. Well, no, he was actually given it.
Okay. Never mind then. My vengeance shall not be quenched today then.
Let's see. Horus abstains. Abigail would probably want him dead because she doesn't like getting tricked. Ironic. Varric says you should leave this. Like, he doesn't believe in any of this, technically. He doesn't want to advocate that you guys did what you did today. This is technically not in your guys' jurisdiction. This is no more. How to put this? Yeah, it's just like it's sort of crowd justice, isn't it? And this is not something.
I suppose so.
Varric is sort of like your guys' like public relations Overwatch. He's a first waiver. Your second waiver is dishing out justice onto first waivers, not contacting guards or any authority. You contacted more criminals. It's not a good look. So Varric is very much like either give this to the guards and let them deal with it, or don't tell anyone about this at all. Here's the thing. The guards know which first waivers are criminals. Lena knows. Remember when you talked to Ian? He knows that the Scarlet Dervish is a criminal. He also said he was an accomplished duelist. He was in social circles of noble status, stuff like that. They know. But again, like, they haven't done anything sabotaging for the town. They just do something that, skim a little profit off the top, That's so a little bit of embezzlement. No more than Marcone does when he literally embezzles from Royal Guard funding. So, yeah, in technicality, if you hand it to the guards, they may or may not do anything. Which is now another point for you guys to do something yourself. Again, it's up to you guys. There's no right or wrong answer here. Just different ones. So if you kill Ringo, no one's got to know. Or if you let he didn't have a knife and goes unconscious, you guys didn't do anything.
I say we just leave him pinned to the wall and watch him struggle out of it. Not watch, but just leave him to it.
Yeah.
It says no one likes Ringo. He was his coworker.
To be fair, though, if we don't have to do anything, we could just set him loose and someone is going to do something to him.
I don't
Well,
think
not
we even
very.
have to. We don't even have to set him loose, do we? Just leave him to just walk away. Really?
Yeah.
He'll wiggle his way
Yeah.
out, I'm sure.
Just let him deal with it.
Yeah.
You don't do anything to help him, but you don't do anything to him. Secure him.
No.
Is what I'm hearing.
Put
Wash our
himself in a
hands of it.
situation. Let's see him get.
You don't, and you don't leave hidden a knife to stab him with. Is the other bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which
he
is-
seems.
No, I'm taking all their weapons. I'll take Ringo as well.
Yeah. I mean, is it Hedon?
Hedon.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
he
missed
seems-
that. Are we taking their weapons?
I took them and put them away in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, he seems pretty creative, so I don't really think it's going to matter if he's got weapons or not. I'm assuming so, given how many times he's apparently tried to do it.
He's trying to kill himself, and a lot of things are trying to kill him. So, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna wrap this scene up. You guys have any questions left for Hedon, for Amelia?
All
If
I really
not-
want to know is where the Scarlet Dervish is, to be honest.
Walk around town and join the festivities. He'll be at the theater at sundown.
I can get behind that.
Nadia still advocates for the execution of all three of them, but at this point she doesn't give a shit. She only wants to deal with her brother. So she is
So to summarize, acquisition and distribution, ownership stays with them. We leave Ringo to his fate, whatever it may be, and then we go about our business.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Sounds good to me.
No, I said never mind. You spoke, which means you couldn't hold opposite!
I think it's fair to
you bit of
assume.
contradiction.
I'd also like to point out to Nadia that before she kills or does whatever she's going to do with this brother guy, that I'd like to talk to him first before she gets down to it.
He squints at you.
What? You can do your thing afterwards.
No.
I don't want to like I just want to know who, messed with me. I just need a name, and that's literally it.
There's lots of criminals in town. I'm sure someone knows something else.
Wise,
Oh.
I think perhaps these notes might shed an answer to that.
I guess so. Can I see them?
Absolutely. I hand Wise all the notes that I have.
Okay.
You're slowly accumulating a bouquet of forget-me-nots too, by the way.
Well, let's
As time goes on.
Oh, Tadam, you shouldn't have.
Maybe you got competition.
No!
Okay, I need to use this room. We're gonna take a 5-minute break. Once we get back, you guys will be departing the shop again. If you don't have any questions left from Amelia or Hedon, you guys will be departing the shop, one and all, and
Okay.
you guys will decide your next course of action. So think of what you want to do next. All right, be right back.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go pee myself, so I'm gonna go too.